back to my very late and delayed book haul of December. This is not even my Christmas book haul, but I wanted to show you everything that I've ordered. This is everything that I've ordered since kind of last month in November. It all just took so long to come. Some of those books on the shelf I still haven't read. Like, I think I have this obsession with buying every book I see on my TikTok or I see everyone suggest. So all of these books here that I have bought, I have researched them thoroughly. Because I think last year, around this time, it's always around Christmas time, even before Christmas, I go mad on buying all these books. I've even started writing down in my notes what order I'm going to read them in because I need to read them. And especially over the Christmas period, I am going to prioritize reading. I think what better way to enjoy my holiday? Obviously, yes, I am going to study. But okay, I'm just going to get into this, otherwise I could talk for ages. These ones I just bought at like Kmart, Big W, that's why they're not packaged. I have 3 Emily Henry books. I have never read any of her books before. I have seen them. I know People We Met on Vacation is coming out in January as a movie adaptation. Now, I did see on TikTok, it's like the lowest rating of all her books. Definitely will get around to reading it, but I'm going to read the ones that I've obviously seen better reviews about. I have seen Happy Place. Some people loved it, and then I saw some people ranking it maybe like out of 5, 4. I definitely do want to get Happy Place, but I just said to myself, why don't you just get 3? I could have just gotten 1. Out of all of these, I don't know. Something about beach read and book lovers. So these are based on writers essentially. I've seen everyone rate Book Lovers as their first, or Happy Place. I think it depends obviously on the person and their preference. This is what I mean about when I see other people review books and when I see people make their suggestions. It depends entirely on the person. Like, say I love the Magnolia Park series, my favorite series, but some other people say I couldn't get past book 1. It definitely depends on the reader. So I wasn't quite sure that I would like this. I kind of read the blurb. It's about 2 rivals, but they're in like the publishing industry. Something about that just doesn't interest me. Not sure then why I bought it, but I wanted to try it because I want to just understand her reading. I do wish now that I got Happy Place, but it's okay. This funny story, this looks like my cup of tea. I definitely think I'm going to like it. It talks about like exes and stuff like that, so I'm quite interested. I definitely do like spice in my books. So yeah, these 2 I'm getting really like cutesy vibe, but she's apparently a great writer. And again, I think it's kind of just getting an idea of how the writers write is Consider Me. Never read any of Becka Mack stories. This is a trilogy, so I'm really interested. Again, I've never read a sports romance before, nor have I even watched a movie, I think, about a sports romance. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it really interests me. Jokes. I think I've watched one funny like sports romance. It's about like ice skating. It was not very romantic at all. This is based on NHL player. I've never heard of NHL in my life before. I've heard of NRL, but not NHL. I'm not quite sure if that's an American thing. We don't really have ice hockey. I'm not quite sure. I don't even watch hockey myself. I don't really watch sport, but that's okay. There's 3 of these, so obviously if I do like them, then I can obviously read the rest. Quite interesting. I have seen people say, this guy's name's Carter. I have people say that he is their book boyfriend, so it'll be very interesting to find out about this one. And then this one, Everything I Know About Love, but in it, it's got parties, dates, friends, jobs, life all crossed out. This, I have seen so much on this on my TikTok, what you need to read in your 20s. People, I saw on, when I was just reading the blurb, because it doesn't actually say what it's about. It just has like critics. They have said it's about the writer Dolly Alderton said no one knows love. Like Dolly, it's, when I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna love it because I love Sex in the City. It's one of my favorite TV shows. She said, don't hate me when I tell you that everything I know about love is Sex in the City for millennials, because I mean, it's a high praise. So they said that obviously Sex in the City is very hyped. Everyone loves it. I don't really know anyone that hates it. I think I've watched it 3 times, like repeated, so I'm going to love this. I know. I'm very excited to read this one. Okay, now let's dig into the ones that I have that are all packaged up. So obviously these will all be a surprise. Start with this one. This is from I don't know. This is from World of Books. So I kind of just did a splurge. I was really looking for some. I always try to look at other businesses just to see, because I know there's so many different book businesses out there. I do usually go to Amazon. It's usually quite easy. It comes the next day, but I thought, why don't I try some of these are secondhand, or like they've been bought but they weren't read. I used to have a small business that was all based around being environmentally friendly, so I love to do this. This is gonna surprise me as much as it's gonna surprise you. Oh, okay, now I remember which ones I bought. So I got Talking at Night, and then I got 7 Summers. So these, I have seen so much praise on these, and when I read the blurb, because now I'm making it a thing, if I see a book that is very highly praised on TikTok or from BookTokers, everything like that, I'm going to research it before I buy it, because in the past I have just bought whatever I've seen, maybe because I like the cover and it was recommended, and I don't like it. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I like them. So Talking at Night is meant to be like Love Rosie. And if you have seen Love Rosie, I feel like everyone's seen Love Rosie. I actually made my mum watch it a couple weeks ago because she'd never seen it. And it is the best movie. I love the actors that play it. I don't know their real names in real life, but the girls from Emily in Paris and then Finnick from The Hunger Games. It's just such a great movie. It's like right person, wrong time. So if this is like this is what Talking at Night is meant to be about. Apparently their ex goes, okay, they're opposites in every way. She overthinks everything. He is her twin... Shit. He is her twin brother's wild and unpredictable friend, but over secret walks home and late night phone calls, they become closer, destined to be one another's great love. Okay, I love this. I've read another book that's called Ugly Love. It's very much brother's best friend. In Love Rosie, it wasn't her brother's best friend, but I do like this idea of best friends. Also, just from the blurb, it's reminding me of Kissing Booth. So if it's anything like that, this will be great. I'm really excited to read this one. And 7 Summers. So here it goes. Liv and Finn meet working in a bar, I think. Like, I don't know what it is. I think something about working in a bar. No, I think it's maybe because I've seen it in movies or because I see it in TikToks, but I feel like something about like meeting in a bar is really like very romantic. It's probably not romantic at all. On the rugged Cornish coastline, when a night of passion ends in tragedy, their hearts are bound together, but Finn must return home to LA. So they make a promise. Finn will come back every year, and if they are single, they will spend the summer together. Oh my god, this is so much like November 9th from Colleen Hoover's book. Similar kind of storylines or like plot lines in the sense that like what they're going through. I'm really excited, and I love both those books, so I don't really care. Obviously it will be completely different, but it's kind of got like the same twist, which again, so many movies, especially like the 2000s movie, have that kind of like same-ish way, which I feel like this is very much like it. I also love that movie, He's Just Not Into You. This is what it's giving, these two, and also everything I know about love, it's really giving that. So I'm really excited. Okay, this next one, this one doesn't say a name on it. I've got no clue. Oh, it probably maybe be Book Brothers or something like that. Those are the only other ones I ordered from that don't have a name on it. This one's bubble wrapped, so. Oh, okay, I think I know. Okay, I know one of them. I don't know the name though. I remember I just bought it randomly because I saw it when I was watching a movie and I didn't like the movie and I was like, oh, I need to buy a book. Oh, these books look so good, and I'm pretty sure these were meant to be secondhand or some sort too, but these look in great condition compared to, like, nothing's wrong with obviously these, but they just look a bit more worn down, whereas these look in perfect condition. Okay, so these are the two that I got. Let's start with this one because I feel like I have not really seen this over BookTok at all. It's called The Confidence of Wildflowers, and obviously I cannot influence you yet because I have not read it, but essentially what I did to find this one is I typed up on ChatGPT. I love T.L. Swan's writing, right? And I also love that storyline as kind of like boss, assistant. I don't know, I really like that trope, right? And I hadn't read anything like it. Like, I've never really stumbled across anything else like that. Then ChatGPT gave me a few different suggestions. I've actually never used ChatGPT before to give me book suggestions, and it came up with this. And then I typed up on TikTok, and then I did some reading on it, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna like it. My future is big, what if at the moment, and I'm fine with that. When Thaya, I don't know how to pronounce his name, when Thaya Holmes moves in next door, the grumpy landscape of both fascinates and amuses me. When he asks me to nanny his kid, it's a great way to make some extra money. It's impossible not to fall in love with Thaya and his adorable son. There's a big problem though. I'm 18 and he's 31. Falling for someone about 15 years older than me wasn't part of my plans. But sometimes things happen when you least expect them. I do not remember that big age gap, but I thought it was more of a bit of a trope about assistant and boss, but that's okay. I do know someone is on TikTok and she's so funny and she loves a big age gap and she always like convinces people to read this. So I'm quite interested to read this. I've never read anything with a massive age gap, but I have seen on TikTok, I don't know if you've seen that trend, it's got that song That's the Way I Like It. Like that song puts like together when they were born and they're meant to be like this massive age gap. Sometimes I think it's quite cute though. So, and 18 to 31, that's not that bad. Like at least 18, like they're an adult. Just an adult. That's actually quite interesting. I'm really interested to read that one. And then this one. So I've never read, again, any Sally Rooney. This one looks really interesting. I have seen some really good ones about this, but then I saw some really bad ones about it, so I'm a bit worried. But again, that is someone's opinion. Obviously everyone has different opinions. I love some books that people probably don't like, so this is quite interesting. Again, this is, she's a novelist. Nothing is bad about being a novelist. Maybe I really like it. Maybe it's just because I haven't read anything about being a novelist. But sometimes like when I've had like random dreams or like fantasies, I have thought about being a novelist. Like I feel like it'd be really cool. Like I would love to write books for a living. Alice is a novelist. Oh, okay. In Dublin. I love Ireland, so that will be really interesting. I have the Boys of Tommen series to read. I have the first two, which I probably need to read before I read any of these. We'll see how I go, but I think anything set in the UK, I know Ireland isn't a part of the UK, anything that's in that area I love. I think it's because I want to move there so badly, so that's probably why. Okay, so it's about like 4 different people. I've not actually read the blurb for this, I'll be honest with you. For this one, I don't think I did any research, which is just great. But Sally Rooney, I think, yes, this is why, because the reason that I was like, okay, I need to read one of her books is because Normal People, I loved that TV show adaptation, and I feel like once I watch it, I can't read the book. Maybe I will eventually, but I love Normal People. Normal People is meant to be amazing in the book too. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to read one of her writings, see if I like it, and then I'll probably convince myself to read Normal People. I think maybe about once I watch it, I just can't read the book. I don't know, like I love Outlander, but I can't read the books. I don't know why. In my Amazon packaging, this, I know this book. This is one that I feel like I need to read next. Okay, this is called The Conditions of Will. I did not see this on my For You page as much as, say, some of these other books. She is definitely my favorite author, I think, after reading the Magnolia Park series. It's just the way that she writes. It's literally like she understands what I'm feeling, and I feel like it's very like reciprocated. I don't know, something about it, I just love the writing. It's very intrusive, but you feel so connected to her characters. I saw this and someone was like, if you love Jessa Hastings, if you love the Magnolia Park series, this is the one that you need to read. Rereading the Magnolia Park series this year. And I remember last year I was trying to find other books of hers, and there was, I think it was called Never or something, and it just didn't seem like what I was really interested in. And then she's come out with this year. So I'm super excited to finally read it. London-based Georgia Carter has long been estranged from her wealthy, conservative South Carolina family until she gets the text, "Dad's dead." See, this is why I hate reading the blurbs too, because I have no idea. I love going in blind, but it's fine. As Georgia returns for the funeral, she's reunited with her favorite brother Oliver and meets his AA sponsor Sam. Georgia and Sam are instantly drawn together, but Georgia can't help noticing how her brother looks at Sam. Ah, yes. Okay, so I was really confused. So apparently the AA, there's an AA sponsor for her brother, and I'm pretty sure her brother likes Sam too, and the last thing she wants to do is hurt her only real family. Tensions rise when their father's will reveals an inheritance to a mysterious stranger. To find out who, and more importantly why, Georgia, Oliver and Sam set off on a road trip to uncover the truth about their father's life. Okay, this sounds very much like the Inheritance games. I'm not a fan of that, to be fair. I don't know why. It just didn't stand out to me. Like, I did read it a year ago, and I hate saying that it's not my favorite, but I remember after I finished reading it, I was like, like, I didn't feel anything. Like, I didn't really want to read the rest. But I do like this idea of, like, a stranger. That's essentially what happens in the Inheritance games. Some say it's better than Magnolia Park, so I'm quite interested. So I'm very excited to read this. I don't know how I'm not going to read this next, but we'll see. Okay, now all of these are very much education based because I just had to. Just extra reading, essentially. So it's called Jane's Legendary Story. It's kind of basically about Underground Railroads, which if you've done the Civil War, or if you live in America, you might also know about it, or if you read The Handmaid's Tale, essentially Underground Railroads in the 1830s. It's kind of started when Quakers, or just people that abolitionists, I wouldn't just say abolitionists, but essentially just people that wanted to help enslaved people escape. and instead this one's about the abortion services. So in 1981, when Reagan became president of the United States, you get this idea of traditional family. I wouldn't say just him too, then the moral majority came up in 1979. They kind of petitioned against abortion and everything like that. So I thought this would really be interesting. I have seen some speculation around people saying that they might need to start doing this again. So I thought this was really interesting. It is a very short book. I'm not quite sure where I saw this. I think I was just looking on Amazon at Little Things. This is like really interesting. It did come from America. It's like it's very short, so I probably would be able to read this in one setting, which I probably will do so I can get it over and done with this reading. Not like a reading should be getting over and done with, but obviously as you can see I have so many. So this last one, this came from the UK. This one arrived the first out of all of them, which was actually really surprising because it's international. One of them is based on about Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, and the other one is based on the Civil War. I've read a Frankenstein book before. Oh, this looks quite interesting. I've never seen this before. Okay, so this one's called The Lady and Her Monsters, The Tale of Dissections, Real Life Dr. Frankenstein, the creation of Mary Shelley's masterpiece. Now I do know the creation, but I kind of just wanted to read it. I think it looked quite interesting. It's kind of, and to be fair, I have to do romantic poetry. I really like romantic outlaws, and again, it's just extra contextual information, and why not? And this is meant to be the best Civil War book, apparently. James McPherson, who's the author of this book, apparently makes it like a story based off romantic outlaws. That is the only way. I also like to read history or watch documentaries. Obviously I think that is the best way too. It's quite interesting, so I'm really interested. This looks like there's a lot going on in here. The writing's quite small. See, I don't think I'm going to do this over the holiday. I have finished the Civil War now, which is quite disappointing because it would have given a good time to read this. When school starts back, I think I'm going to start reading this. I'm going to enjoy my reading over the holiday, so I am going to take my time obviously prioritizing reading my fictional books because it's also obviously a very good revision book. Okay, I look like a crazy person. I actually didn't think I bought this many books. I love how colorful they are. I love how now this is going to make my bookshelf even more colorful, and then I'm going to extend it across because I have another section across. This was all the books that I bought in the month of December. It's Christmas in 6 days. That is so exciting. So I don't actually know how many books I'm going to get for Christmas because I think if my family bought them for me, I think we have completely different tastes. These are all the books. Super excited to start reading them. I'm going to do consistent reviews of these, especially over the holidays. Definitely going to keep up my study tips, revision, all of that stuff too. As in the holidays too, it's also very important to keep that in mind. So yes, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Please let me know if you have read any of these books or if you have any other suggestions, as well. I already have maybe 5 books, maybe 7 in my cart to buy next, but I'm going to make sure I read all of these first because I don't know. I don't know how true I'm going to say that, but I have so many books I need to read. But yes, I hope you enjoyed and thank you so much for watching.